Are you live?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Well, hey everybody. Trying to get things set up. I'm uh trying to find the chat real quick.
I'll do that.
Chris is going to do that. She's oh wow, guys, we have had a week. You wouldn't believe our week. It's just been a real blessing. It's talking about getting somebody in shape. uh we've been helping people out. That's one of the things we want to talk about tonight is community and how, you know, we all should be helping each other. Now, you know, you can help each other online, you know, that's no problem, but you know, people that are close to you, you can be helping those out too, you know, the different homesteaders.
Hey, YouTubers. I'm going to pull up the live chat and give everyone a few more minutes to get in.
Okay, I was just talking about work. We have a list. This is big stuff on this list, but it all was big stuff. And the work, Chris has worked every day this week, helping. Really impressed with her because she's been helping an elderly couple move, and you know, packing them, and she even called me up one day, bring the truck over, let's you know, help them move. And I was like, okay, you know. So anyway, but we went and helped some other friends, and this was a little harder work. We had to dig up some shrubbery, but you can't choose your blessings. You do it. Not that I'm really fit and able to to pull up shrubbery, but hey, I gave it a shot, and we got it cleared out. It was a patio area. There was a box compactor. It was completely full of that, and they had landscaping tarp down there, and apparently it covered up a limb of this box compactor, and it had spread out and it had gone everywhere, just like fingers sticking up everywhere, and it was all rooted down, and had to take a Maddox and dig it up. It was interesting. But
That's my kind of work. I do the landscaping and all that kind of stuff, and he does the creating things.
Yeah.
Hey, but I had an idea. I know this is kind of weird for me to bring it up on live stream. But with the rainwater catchment system, does the creating things. Oh, I found it. Okay.
She's looking for the comments.
I'll tell you my idea in a little while.
All right, she'll tell me her idea in a little while. But anyway, we were supposed to go on a trip, and we're not able to. You know, we have a reasonable car and a reasonable little mini truck, and
we've had our truck for 4 years and our car for 2 now.
2 years, yeah. And well, the truck, the other day I went to start it, and it started, but then the starter wouldn't stop, so I was trying to move the ignition back to get it to start. I went to start it. It started, but then the starter wouldn't stop. So I was trying to move the ignition back to get it to Oh, gracious.
Sorry, guys.
Volume would. Ooh, that was rough. But anyway, it wouldn't start. I mean, the starter kept engaging, even if it was running, it makes that sound. So that was a little crazy. And the car today, we had to run to town, and for us, town is a trip. It takes us 30 minutes minimum to get to a town. I need the other one back up, but hey.
Okay.
Yeah. But we broke down the car. The car broke down, and it wouldn't crank. It wouldn't do nothing. It's like it ain't doing nothing. So, uh, well, we the radiator is kind of dirty water in there. It's kind of rusty looking water. I don't know if the radiator is rusting or they didn't put antifreeze in it or something. But if we stop at a drive-through or stop at a really long traffic light, the car will start to heat up. So we had to stop at a really long stop, and the car was just heating up, and we were like, "Oh no!" But then we had to make a quick stop at Dollar General, because we were supposed to go out of town, and we were going to get some luncheon meat and bread, so we wouldn't have to stop and that kind of stuff. And well, it it wouldn't crank back up. It wouldn't do nothing. It wouldn't. It just clicked, and so we waited till it cooled off, and it would attempt to start. It would go like that. So we got to jump, and it cranked right up. And it was if she's here, we gave her our card and told her to come join us at the live stream. And but it was just a little girl, and well, she was driving, but a younger girl.
And did you tell them what happened to our truck this week?
Yes, I told him about the truck.
Okay, so it's like we got 2 broken vehicles this week.
So we are going nowhere right now. So we are. You ever get the hint? You're supposed to stay right there for right now. So I mean, maybe the father's hinting we should stay here. But anyway, so that's what's going on with the vehicles. And but anyway, so
So some cool things have happened with homeschool this week. I have been homeschooling, not homesteading, homeschooling in the cabin, and now I have moved Anna's classroom to Mom's house in the back bedroom, and it's almost completely finished. I've also changed Anna Marie's reading curriculum to the Ordinary Parents Guide to Teaching Reading, because I just don't feel like Time for Learning is cutting it out. I am going to use Time for Learning as like extracurricular games to go with the Ordinary Parents Guide to Teaching Reading. But I'm not going to base my whole curriculum off of that right now. Anna's like, Mom, it's just not working. Although Anna's learned how to read short sentences, simple sentences, and she's gained a little bit from it. I feel like she could be doing and gaining more.
But she is learning, because she'll just surprise us. Something she's went over, and she'll just start talking about it. It's out of the blue, because Krista gets frustrated thinking that she's not doing a good enough job. I tell her, you're doing a great job. We talk about it. Me and Anna talk about it. And
hey, big family.
Hey, big family. Hey, Donna. Sharon. Hey, Donna. I mean, yeah, Donna, Sharon, Big Bear.
Anna Banana is at Nana's tonight. Nana came home this weekend, and she's hanging out with Nana. So another thing that I think falls into the Anna and...
Well, let me finish what I was saying. But anyway, she just starts naming off the things that she's learned. Like she was learning rhyming and stuff like that, and she just started rhyming to herself different words, and I would throw out a word, find a rhyme for that. And
after she had a play date.
Yeah, after she had a play date. We're gonna include that in all of her studies now. Go ahead.
We've been studying about only children, and so a lot of our things we're dealing with Anna has to be follows along the lines of her being the only child. So I ordered some books this week. Hey, Chris, that big family. I ordered some books on raising only children this week. I also ordered some books on behavioral and emotional and another one. So yeah, we are really working with manners, teaching her manners. Um, so they have interesting reviews, and I'll talk about them next week with you guys. Our aquaponic system today, Daniel has been working on it. You want to tell them some details about that?
We got a blessing of a commercial air pump, and I hooked it up, and it's just like, wow, I can't believe the pressure. Last year, to the day, we lost our air pump. To the day. I mean, last year, this exact day, my air pump went out and my pump went out.
Facebook reminded him today.
Yeah, Facebook reminded me today. Plus, it was my mother died 2 years today too. It reminded me of that too. I don't know if this reminder is a good thing or not. I'd rather remember her birthday. But anyway, this pump that's 951 gallons of air per minute, I mean per hour, is on there, and I have 6 hoses running to that, and wow. And I might even try to make an air elevator with this thing because it's so good. Try to save some. But anyway, I lowered. I was bragging to Krista, we're gonna have more power now. We're gonna have more power because I had 3.
Sorry, guys.
She's messing with me. I had 3 like Walmart brand pumps on there, and they didn't use much, but it added up to about 2 amps and about 150 watts with all of them together, because one of them was a little bigger. But I ran 2 lines into each tank, trying to get as much air as I could. But now it's like I could probably add 10 more lines to that, and it would be still the aerators, the end things, the rocks at the end. They're floating. There's so much air coming out of there that they're floating up in the air. So I was putting fishing weights on them, trying to weight them down, and I think I got them down there. But we got our plastic ordered, and it will be here soon. So we hope. I hope we beat the freeze.
Big Family Homestead said that Daniel is a very handsome dude.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think so.
Roxanne said, think about a sibling for her. Roxanne, we have I had endometriosis surgery in January or February. I had endometriosis surgery in February, so we're working on it. We want one. We don't want her to be alone.
Yeah, we want one. It's not up to us because we practice. But
are you saying you are full of air, bro, and can't be?
Yeah, Krista might say that though. Yeah, but yeah. So, but anyway, that we got our plastic coming, and we'll be putting that on. I decided I'm going ahead and going to cover the greenhouse because we have the kumquats and the bananas and the strawberry tree, all this stuff that can't get a freeze. The moringa trees. So I'm going to go ahead and cover the greenhouse as I work on the additions. And
thank you, Roxanne.
Yeah.
Super excited about getting this greenhouse covered. It was really, really worrying me.
Yeah, worrying me too. And yeah, but hey, it's all about teaching me patience, and that's something that it's a hard lesson to learn, is that you have to be patient. You have to wait, and that's it's a hard lesson for me to learn. But I'm learning. I'm learning. Just like to the day. There was just like a pat on the back getting that air pump a year to the day that we lost the last one. But it was such a blessing, and I wasn't even thinking about it, and all boom. But all right, but we have some more exciting news. We found a couple of goats, Nigerian dwarf goats.
Dwarf
Nigerian goats. They're babies. They're only born in August.
Well, a friend of ours, I think we told you all last week, has 4 does, and he knew that we were very interested in getting some, so he talked to another lady that we know but he's very close with, and come to find out she had triplets. So she has one blue-eyed dwarf Nigerian, and one brown-eyed dwarf Nigerian.
Yeah.
And we're actually getting a deal. The brown-eyed, she's given to us for 150, and the blue-eyed, she's given to us for 200. That's our anniversary present to ourselves.
Yeah. We just got to come up with the money.
Yeah, we're gonna try to sell
a few things.
Our old-timey stove and a big industrial sink.
Yeah, we were gonna build an outdoor kitchen, and we had a stainless steel corner sink, and we're gonna sell that, and an old electric stove is like from the 50s, and we're gonna try to sell that.
We had originally got the industrial sink to wash laundry in before we got the rocker washer, but it's way too heavy. So I'd rather sell it to someone who has more muscles than Dan and I have together.
Yeah, me and Krista can't move that sink. We can, but it's I hear it.
What's hanging on the wall under the crossbow?
They're oil lamps. We don't always have solar, so, and the globes were smoked up, so they're off there. But we don't always have light, so we just have the oil lamps sitting there, and we just take them off and we hang them up in different places whenever we want them.
Capstan said, so no outdoor kitchen. We have an adobe oven, and we cook on our grill often. We want to get an outdoor kitchen, but we would use a regular sink.
Yeah.
I don't want Dan and I to mess up our backs or pull any muscles, especially. We got to think about him getting older. No offense, but I'm just being honest with you guys.
But
it's the truth.
Yeah, bending over in one of those industrial sinks. I don't know if anybody's ever washed dishes before in a restaurant. You bend over all day long, and you're like, oh, we want to open a soup kitchen, but
we'll use that with a regular sink.
We'll just put in a triple sink or something. Just make 3 stainless steel sinks, not so big.
Okay, so are the Nigerian dwarfs easy to milk? They produce a half a gallon of milk every day, and they're dwarf. They're small.
No, they produce a quart.
A quart.
Yeah, a quart. That might be a half a gallon. I don't know. No, I think it's half a gallon. I don't know, but yeah, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
But
okay, and then Joseph Fairline says, my neighbors growing up had goats. Hence, I have sheep. I look forward to your master fence building videos. Well, to start with, we're actually making our shower house their little barn, and we were going to get cattle panels, which we're eventually going to do.
Yeah.
But our friend of ours got rid of their goats, and they have some goat fencing. So we're just going to fix them a little area for now, because they were just born late August. And so, yeah, once spring comes, 4 quarts a gallon. Okay. We're going to build.
Thanks, Joseph.
Yeah, thank you. We'll make them a bigger pen when they get older. But what I'm going to do is, they're very young, so I'm going to start messing with their udders so they'll get used to and ready, prepared for milking. And then I'm going to train them to the leash so I can free range them, because there's a ton of woods around us, and our neighbors really don't mind. And so there's no animals on it or anything. So I'm kind of excited. I'm really excited about goats. One of our friends calls Anna the goat whisperer. And when we called the lady about the goat, or the lady called us actually, when she called, we had already been looking on Craigslist. When she called us, we got to talking about Anna being the goat whisperer, because she broke a mutual friend of both hers and ours goat in. She wasn't friendly, and she says, guys, I'm going to be honest. She says, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to work with these goats. And we said, "Oh, that's fine. You know, we got that under control."
Yeah.
Between Anna and Mama, they're gonna be
Yeah, they'll be
more
spoiled
like
rotten.
pets than goats.
Yeah, we've been learning all about different feeds and stuff like that, and discovered something interesting. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but Chinese privet, if you let them eat free range to Chinese privet, they will never get worms. We didn't know that. Uh, we didn't know that at all. I mean, you can get the ground worms, but regular worms, it's a natural wormer. And I knew they like Chinese privet, so we happen to have plenty, so they can help themselves. It's a voracious weed around here. We we have to fight it, every week.
Joseph Fairline, I agree with what you said. But paying attention to our friends' dwarf Nigerian goats, unlike regular goats, they are. I've never seen a goat like them. They are very friendly.
Mm-hmm.
They'll, I just, they're very well behaved. They never get out of the fence.
Yeah.
Um, they're just very good goats. So
Reading comments. I can read them when she's got them here. So sorry, I've been paying attention to comments going through, and but hey, it's okay. Uh, so yeah, and actually these goats. Another friend was telling us today that you could take them to a location, and then take them back home, show them where in the fence. Never what?
I heard they're escape artists. Yes. A friend of ours, though, he's had them for how many years? One of his goats is
7 or 8, yeah.
7 or 8, and they've never gotten out. And then Lonely Prepper said they'll end up being Anna's pet goats. Yes, I won't ever get her out of the barn to come do her schoolwork. So yeah, that'll have to be a reward. I don't know what we're gonna do. No, a friend of ours was telling us tonight. Go ahead and tell him his method of how he trained his goats.
He only feeds them in the fence, but during the daytime, he just lets them run. He'll take them out and show them an area under leash, and show him where the good stuff to eat in there, and then he'll take them back, put them back in the fence, and the next day he'll let them out, and them goats will go to that area and eat where he took them to, and then they'll come back home, and when it's nighttime, when it's time to feed them in the fence,
and they'll go. Yep, they sleep in the fence at night, but during the day they free range.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible. Little nerve wracking for such expensive goats, but hey,
she will be their keeper.
Yeah, and she's already telling me I need 5 leashes and 5 collars.
And we're only getting 2 goats, guys.
Yeah, so she needs them extra leashes for in case they lose one. There was a goat there that had lost at our friend's house, had lost his collar, and he had a drawer full of them. She's like, I need to do that.
Is there anything cuter than a frisky baby goat? No way. YouTuber says, Sheila, Anna and the goats, let her show the goats for 4-H and earn credit. That would be a good idea. That is a great idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
Except at milking time.
Yeah.
Letting them free range.
Yeah, letting them free range. And yeah, this we learned from Dirt Patch Heaven about messing with their udders when they're babies and all that. Getting them used to it, so they'll be well used to it, and being this young is the best thing for us, because we want them to be part of the family. I know that sounds bad, but we want them to want to stay near us, and
Roxanne said, I bet there will be more. There will be, but we got to break Dad in first.
Yeah, I've had goats in before. Bottle fed a baby goat one time, and oh, she was horrible. We didn't have a friend. I didn't know you're supposed to have 2, because they're herd animals and they like friends. So
it is educational.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Uh,
No, the goats, and then taking her to 4-H. I want to get her involved in 4-H. That would be a very good thing.
yeah, so we're also about her homeschool. She skipped this part. We're gonna advertise. Don't you love those looks when she gives me those looks? What is he
I'm
gonna
like,
say?
what did I say that I forgot that he remembered?
That
God,
y'all heard that? Y'all heard that? But we're gonna advertise on Facebook for looking for other homeschoolers so that we can have
more
you know,
play dates.
more play dates. So
I come up with some ideas, but unless I write stuff down, I tend to forget.
I don't
But he
forget.
doesn't forget anything. Nothing. Like some stuff, unless I write it down, I forget it. Not him. I mean, he might as well just have a notebook in his head, constantly writing down every word you say, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think about things I thought about a year ago. So, and whatever. But anyway,
He must
I'm
have
terrible
a
with names.
big
So
file cabinet back there.
I'm terrible with names.
But we won't we won't make these goats for a year.
Yeah, we won't breed them for a year.
And we want them to get fully raised, fully mature. And I'm kind of excited. I'm not sure about getting a billy goat.
Yeah.
I love the billy goats all the same, but
we don't have enough land.
Yeah, we don't have enough land. I think they're more wild actually than the goats. But I've been making kefir. And I am multiplying it, guys. I am so excited. When you start something new like kombucha, which I've had going for a year, maybe a year and a half, and when you start something new, especially I remember when I started kombucha, it just blew me away. I was just so stressed, like, oh, this sounds so complicated. And then you start doing it, it's simple. And the same thing with kefir, I'm just like, oh, wow. There's so much information to take in, and it just seems very complicated. Well, now I'm doing it, and we are here, Steve and Maggie and Shelly. Hello. Milk kefir or water kefir. Grits and gravy, I'm doing milk kefir.
Milk kefir.
And the grains are multiplying like crazy. I showed Dan today, and he was like, wow. And, I'm the one making it, but he can tell, that
it needs some flavoring, too. Woo! That stuff is rough.
I tasted it. Like, look, guys, normally I get Dan to taste things first. No. I'm so interested in these fermented foods and the triology that I tried it first.
and then she goes, here. And it's straight face.
I didn't make a face. I didn't. That's
here, try
very, very, that's a miracle. And I'm like, here. And he tasted it. And Anna was sitting on the couch. He tried his best to keep a straight face.
I said, here, try it, and it's just milk.
He said she wouldn't taste it. I think she still knew, even though he tried to cover up his face.
It needs some kind of chocolate or strawberry or peach.
I'm gonna cook with it. I'm gonna cook with it. We're gonna make smoothies. The book.
We had mashed potatoes with it tonight. She made homemade mashed potatoes, and I wasn't supposed to tell Grandma that. Sorry, Grandma, you got healthy food in you.
I only put 2 tablespoons in my potatoes, so nobody knew. Nobody but Dan.
Yeah.
And he just, hey, you can't tell him a secret.
Well, we got some healthy stuff in it, so.
How is water kefir?
It's rough. I need chocolate or apple or something to go with that. I can handle kombucha if it's like at the absolute oldest, like 5 days. After that, it just tastes like pure vinegar to me. And but if I have to, I'll drink it anyway because I like the effects that it gives me. But
have a good night, Drive Shaft Drew. do a second ferment with fruit in it or honey. Okay, grits and gravy. I have a question for you. I want to do that, but on another note, how would it do if I soak my flour in it, like for making biscuits overnight or pancakes? How would that do? Do you know?
Our friends are on here skipping.
I like kombucha too, but Daniel isn't too crazy about it. He'll add a little bit to his sweet. Whoa, you're messing me up now, dude. He'll add Okay, I can't look. He'll he'll add a little bit to his tea with lemon, and that's it. And I've tried the second ferment. I need to pull some more stuff out of the freezer.
Yeah, our friends Skip and Shelly are here. We were supposed to go see them this weekend.
Water kefir is great too, and you can make it into homemade soda.
That's interesting.
That's interesting, you two, Sheila. We need to talk some more on that. Yes, I want to soak grains. Okay, Sheila soaked flour in it. Yes. Okay, so Sheila, you can probably say this better than I can. Because I've been super, super busy, and although I've read this week, it's hard. Look at Daniel's ears perked up. Soda. Yes! Yes, Sharon, it is so cool that you realize that. Sorry, I'm jumping off subject. Sheila and grits and gravy. But, yeah, he was, when we got married 4 years ago, he was addicted to Diet Pepsi. Gross. And now he's addicted to sweet tea. And I got to get him.
But I completely gave up soda. I gave up soda completely. Not Coke.
You gave up soda for another addiction. That don't count.
It's just sweet tea. I mean, it
does count. But guys,
it's a lot better for you than what are in them soda cans. I promise you that.
But the reason I want to soak flour and soak my wheat berries and stuff like that is because you can soak beans and everything by putting this. Doug and Stacy have a really good video on it, 2 videos, but there's a bunch of other good videos too. I'll link the videos in the description below. When you soak your grains and you soak your flour, it takes the non-nutritional I'm completely having a brain fog. Ingredient. Okay, I can't think of it. The non-nutritional parts of the food, it takes them out and activates the nutrition. That's the only way I can get it to come across. I don't know why I'm having problems with my words tonight.
Yeah, I was just looking
your milk kefir and leave it on the counter for a couple of days, and it will carbonate too. She's gonna get you.
Yeah, she's gonna get me. We're ripping through our list, but we need to talk about community too at the end. We'll do that at the end. Soaking flour, bees. Everybody saw the bees.
Awesome.
We have 3 hives right now.
Thank you, grits and gravy.
I ordered a bee suit for $15. You know, a bee suit comes with a hood.
And we ordered it at the end of August, guys.
Yeah, at the end it has gloves and a brush and the J hook and all that kind of stuff. And it said something about, a short time shipping and all that kind of stuff. It didn't tell you this, but then it's still not here. It said the 4th of October. And then I looked the other day and I was like, it's the 4th. I should have my bee suit here. But it says the 24th of October. So I don't know what's going on. It's on the slow boat from China, I guess. I got to use that in the sentence.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Edward's cracking me up. Laugh out loud. If looks could kill Daniel, you would be pushing up daisies. Sheila said it pre-digests the anti-nutrients. In other words, it makes the vitamins and minerals more readily available. Well said.
Well, this was off Amazon. I didn't know that China could sell on Amazon. It didn't say nothing shipping from China or anything.
Well, Freaky Geek 2 said, I've noticed that on eBay, shipping can take up to 2 months. That's bad. Very bad.
Yeah.
Soak your beans in kefir water, and it reduces the gas and bloat too.
Well,
I'm gonna have to get me some kefir water.
Yeah, I'm done with the bees though. They're set up for wintertime. They're out collecting their last little winter's time stores. I got them all three in hives. I borrowed the equipment, and it took me 3 days of working with them. And bees are hard work. I mean, there's no joke. Bees
But
are
they're
hard
fun
work.
work. They're like an art.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared of them now, so I'm not feared of them anything. There was only like the whole time I was messing with them, I only had 2 bees, like one a sting bee, and it was up in the mask, and it was like, nee. And I happened to have the vacuum. I just went, whoop.
I strain the milk kefir for cheese, retaining the whey, and use it to soak beans, grains, etc. Huh. I need to do that.
Grits and gravy. We need the
do you
grains.
use cheesecloth for that, or what do you use to strain that with?
So anyway, we have 3 hives. We caught 2 of them, and if y'all noticed in our last video, one of our other videos, we removed one, actually extracted one from behind a bathtub. She gives me that look all the time. I'm like, what did I do now? So
you didn't do anything. I'm listening.
But yeah, we extracted one, so we have 3 hives. That's awesome. And I have to build some frames and stuff like that. I look forward to that. Those freezing cold winter days when you can't do nothing but go work in your workshop. That's what I'm going to do, is build stuff and invent stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Grits and gravy. We have kefir grains. We don't have water grains.
Yeah, Jerry, white long sleeve. And I had on just regular blue jeans. I didn't even need anything else. Nobody really tried to sting me, and I was doing some major. I had this one hive was in a trap, and there was only 4 frames in there, so they were building on the roof cone. They had 4 cones, so I had to detach those 4 cones and then string them in the frames, and then put them in there gently so that they weren't wobbling back and forth, so they can reconnect them up. But it was okay. They weren't that upset.
Can you soak grains with buttermilk? I don't think so, but
I think that's the same thing. Buttermilk is kind of the same thing.
Well, buttermilk and kefir taste a lot alike, from what I got from Papa this morning. But an expert, Sheila or Grits and Gravy, do y'all know if you can soak grains in buttermilk? She uses a muzzle cheesecloth or flour sacks, whichever is clean at the moment. Laugh out loud.
Yeah, we need to get something that's for straining. I don't know if y'all have ever tried to strain anything to a coffee filter, even if it's like almost clear. It takes forever to strain through a coffee filter.
Thank you, Grits and Gravy.
Yeah, so the bees are taken care of for the winter. I'm going to, since I moved them and I don't want to lose them, I'm going to feed them this winter. My beekeeper buddy said it needs to be 2/3 sugar and 1/3 water, so that they can actually use that to eat and not as an energy to go out and forage. When you do it 50-50, you're giving them energy to go out and forage for themselves, but with 2/3 sugar and 1/3 water, then you're giving them something to eat, for the wintertime. That's what I wanted to do, is to eat all winter.
Talking about Matthew, the hurricane that's been hitting, has anyone heard from Grandma's homestead?
I think she was here earlier.
I haven't seen her. Grandma, are you here? She lives in Florida as well.
Yeah. So, are y'all still here, Skip and Chili and friends? We wanted to talk a little bit. We got like 15 minutes left, a little bit longer. We wanted to talk about community and community homesteading. You know, helping your neighbors and all that kind of stuff.
She's not here. Grandma's not here.
And that's what we've been doing all week is helping. And
Bandana Grandma. Yeah.
oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow. That's how many without power in Florida.
wow. 1 million without power.
You can use buttermilk, but I wouldn't waste it. Laugh out loud. All right. So, you can use buttermilk.
She's looking for who asked the question. But anyway, about community,
Annette R.
we are actually looking for, and we are looking for a, a couple, something to come and help us through the winter. And we stayed in the basement of the cop house one winter, and we made it like a neat little apartment. It was just a big single room, and that's something we want to do is make it into a little apartment, and then invite somebody to stay there, excuse me, for free, like a woofer, and help us work around here. And we're gonna feed and of course we're on solar, so it'd be limited
Moisture in the hive
power.
in the winter is very bad.
What?
Moisture in the hive in winter is very bad. So
I'm not gonna put. I'm just gonna make it a community feeder for all three. Back in when I was just getting into bees, and I was like $20 for a bee feeder, so I went and made one for $1, and so I have community bee feeders where they all go to one bench, and
Woofer
all the
question mark, Sheila said.
A woofer, somebody that come and works for you for free, and you only work them like till lunch or something like that, and from morning to lunch.
You feed them and give them room and board.
You feed them and give them room and board.
They travel all over the country doing garden work.
Well, we don't necessarily want a woofer. We want somebody that a couple or a small family, something that is looking to live. It's not tiny. It's like 25 by 16. It's a big room, but it's adobe walls, and it's got a wood floor, and it's got a nice fireplace, and it's plumbed in. But we're just trying to expand, and we need extra help because Krista's got the homeschool every day now, and I'm just so overwhelmed. I got so much work to do without my number one helper. I mean, I could always ask her, hey, can you hold this board up here, or can you hold it like this for just a minute,
or hey, can you help me move this?
Yeah, or can you help me move this? It's not available now. So
and not only that, it's not just asking help to help one another. It's managing all our flower beds and our gardens and all of that stuff, our greenhouse.
Yeah. It would be learning everything that we do. I mean, and completely.
We really are wanting to do the back to eating. We have the wood chips on the way, because it just homeschool and taking care of the family and taking care of the greenhouse and our animals.
College dorm for homesteaders.
Yeah, it's a lot on top of trying to do side jobs and this, that, and the other. College dorm for the homesteaders, I like that. How that was split, Heidi Mighty Mo, makes me think of a cartoon from them.
Oh, well, we were reading comments. Sorry, guys. That happens. Now that they're up there, this whole time we've never had comments there, and she finally figured it out. But the Homestead Network is growing, ain't it, guys? I mean, the community is really growing, They've really got some awesome channels on there. That's we're excited to be part of it. But anyway, yeah.
He too said, so you guys want a woofer?
Well, we would like a couple. You know,
Like-minded.
You know, not necessarily single people because you know I would be like if it's a single female, I would be working with her alone while she done homeschool, and there'd be times that a single male would be working with her. We really like that. I mean, it's just not what we're after. But a couple would be perfect. Couple with kids, that'd be perfect. There's no worry about food. I mean, that's we do not have a problem with growing food. You must like vegetables and tilapia. And
Bumblebee says, don't want to burn Daniel. Don't want to burn Daniel out before his senior citizen discount kicks in.
Yeah, well, that's a long ways away, but it is. It's a long ways away. It's what, 65? I got a long time for that. A lot of work to do. But lately, it seems like I get started on a project, and all of a sudden, you know, even if I eat lunch or skip lunch or whatever, all of a sudden the day's gone. You know, it's over. And you're like, well, it's time to wind down. And crazy. I'm doing some incredible things, guys.
Okay.
Let me tell them.
Hold on. Advertise to agriculture students. Roxanne idea is great. Like a college storm for homesteaders.
Mm-hmm.
That would be great.
But it's got a fireplace and it's plumbed in, and we have a little mini gas stove, and you know, and I'd like to get a water catchment up there for that place, and then you'd be awesome.
I feel for you, Daniel. I can't pull Tora away from the computer first 2 weeks of every month.
Yeah.
Love the show. Learning to be a beekeeper myself and easy. Thanks for talking about your bees. I will check for videos you may have on bees. Nothing but love, Bumblebee Junction.
Oh, I know. I don't care. I kind of depend on the community to teach me how to hunt. I mean, the community to teach me how to hunt. I mean, I hunted when I was 16 years old. That was a long time ago.
Jay Wallace says, I'm 57-year-old body, 29-year-old mind, laugh out loud. You know what? Those numbers are so close.
They are not close. That is not.
That's 2 numbers from mine, and that's 6 numbers from yours.
Well, okay. That's not close. That's a long time. That's a lot of days. Yeah. So yeah, I'm depending on that Big Bear.
And I need a college grandma. Yes, she does. So, maybe post on premies.com for woofers. Joseph said.
What we learned about woofers is they only stay about a week, and we would like somebody to stay the winter. I mean, it's not that dramatic of winters down here. We do get snow, and it does get down to, I think we got to 8 degrees one time. I think it actually got here to 5 degrees one time. But
Simply Circus quit the soda 4 days ago. Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
That's huge.
Yeah, I quit diet soda and I lost 10 pounds. Go figure. But
and you're getting it. You're grizzly bearing up for the winter.
Yeah, I do this thing. I don't know why, but I kind of grizzly bear up for the winter time, and it just makes it you know, I just gain a few extra pounds around the waist area.
He went to put on his britches the other day. Where were you going? Where were we going? An appointment or something? I don't know.
Oh, to dig them bushes up.
And he was like, what? Because lately this summer he's been wearing his shorts. He hasn't worn blue jeans. He went to put on them blue jeans. He was like, ugh, these are tight. Man, I must really be packing on some pounds. He is. You can tell. When them blue jeans get tight, he's like, I need to lose some weight. We need to start walking every morning.
Yeah. Well, I got so much work. I don't know how I'm gaining so much weight. Probably because I'm eating so much, but She tell her stop cooking so good.
Weakest vacation learn takes longer.
But you don't have to read comments when they're talking to each other. It distracts me.
It was in all capital letters. It was to
Oh,
us.
okay.
I'm gonna tickle him on live stream, y'all.
But
Daniel, have you looked at rose hives?
no, I don't know what rose hives are. I I'm gonna experiment with bees because y'all know me. I'm gonna critique this to a thing. I want to put a beehive on the greenhouse with the entrance that goes into the greenhouse and an entrance that goes outside. I mean, think about it, all the pollination you need during the wintertime. And what are you doing? Uh, and then during the summertime, they're just going outside, and they'll go. Some will go on the inside, but they won't die on the inside. Uh, I don't know what she's doing. She's messing with the things, and it's messing with me. But so I'm thinking, that
He said, "Big harvest and home cooking will do that to you."
I know, and it don't stop. We're still getting squash, and we're still canning squash. I don't know if everybody else is doing this, but you know, they used to know how many like canned green beans, how many carrots, canned carrots, how many canned potatoes it would take you to get through a year. But we have no idea. So I've been working on it for 4 years. Me and her's been working on it, and you wouldn't believe how many cans of green beans it takes you. That's one of our favorites, green beans, and they're very easy crop to grow, very easy to produce, a lot. So for us, for a full year, I mean, y'all take a guess. Go ahead. This the closest one. Uh, what can we do for them if they get it right?
Can you?
Uh, we'll send you some seeds from remember the giant patty saucer squash.
Greenhouse beehives don't work. And Sharon asked, "Hey, Krista, how is your grandmother?" My grandmother's doing okay.
But you interrupted me to say that. But go ahead.
She is back with my Papa Fred. I really wish he would come back. As far as her health goes, they're really not keeping us informed.
Jerry, I want to put the hive on the outside and just have a secondary entrance on there for them to be able to go in there. And I noticed, I built a trap I built two traps with two different entrances in there, and all it ended up happening was that they protected both entrances. And it seemed like, depending on which direction they were heading, certain bees went this way, and then certain bees went that way. So if they were heading that way, they went out that entrance. If they were heading this way, they went out that entrance. So.
But my mom went to visit my grandmother today, so I'll see if she has given her any updates on her doctor's appointments and so on. What about mason bees?
Angel Man says 236 quarts. That's close. I mean, but y'all take a guess. How many quarts of green beans will it take for you to make it through a year? I mean, if you got to think, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So, you're gonna have beans and butter beans and tomatoes and carrots and that kind of stuff. But
good night, Annette R. Sorry.
But y'all take a guess. How many quarts you think it takes for us, a family of 3, to get through an entire year? 110. Sharon, no.
Well, do you like us and not can them every year? Well, do you do like us and not can them every year?
No, we can them, but it takes.
Sharon said 110.
You're close, Bear.
Between them two, the Angel Man 236 quarts.
Yeah.
To Sharon 110. But Bear,
But
if we had guests, we could go to 500 quarts.
yeah, if we were having guests, but
I love green beans. I can eat them by themselves.
and they are a good staple, good comfort food. We put them in our soups. We put them when we're making. We do a lot of soups.
Roxanne said 360 quarts.
You're right, Roxanne. You got it. 360 quarts. But we
A quart for every day.
Yeah, quart for every day.
And then if we we won't necessarily have green beans every day, but if we don't have green beans every day, then when we have guests, normally cook 2 quarts.
Yeah, and then
and that feeds 2 meals.
When we practice.
Did you mean 3 times a day, every day?
Did I mean 3? No, we don't eat three green beans. No, we'll have a simple breakfast. We have chicken, so we'll have either eggs or she'll make biscuits and gravy, or
but right now our chickens are molty.
Yeah, so we're not getting into eggs. So, or we'll have oatmeal, something simple like that. But for lunch and dinner, we usually try to combine the two. Like we'll cook a big old pot of soup, and then we'll just eat that for the rest of the day. And that would take a quart of green beans, and a pint of carrots, and
Arnie Hancock asked, "What kind of green beans do you grow?"
We grow a lot of. We grow the rattlesnakes, the asparagus beans, my favorite. Sauteed with a little bit of butter. Oh, they're awesome. But that's fresh. But
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. We grow the yellow wax beans, the purple hulled. They just turn green anyway. So, but they're a little more bug resistant when they're red, and they grow a little bit better. But we grow about 5 or 6 different varieties of green beans, and we usually grow them 6 foot high on trellises, not trellises, on strings like we do our tomatoes.
YouTuber said, "Laugh out loud. I misunderstand how often you are eating them." How do you have to save your eggs when getting over abundance?
We pickled a lot of them this year.
Yeah, we pickled a lot of them because we only have a cabin-sized refrigerator. Not a cabin-size, sorry, an apartment-size.
Apartment-sized refrigerator.
So we canned a lot of them, which I don't like pickled eggs, but we can trade and barter for them.
Yeah.
And then get fresh eggs.
But if it was an emergency, I would be eating a pickled egg if it came down to it.
I'm telling you.
She says that she wants that fermented food. Look, I think we ought to have her eat one right now live camera.
Drink kombucha. No, you will see me hurl. Okay, it is almost 9 o'clock, so we got to get off. But pickled eggs.
That was funny.
I have a backstory, a childhood story to this. I cannot eat pickled eggs. They will make me hurl. That will be the last thing. If I was dying of hunger, I probably could not eat one. I would probably. Is
it rain? Is there somebody behind us? Because it's 9 o'clock. If somebody's behind us, everybody, y'all go check the Homestead Network.
Hold up, pause on that. I could probably drink the juice of pickled eggs better than I could eat a pickled egg.
There's somebody behind us.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody, y'all go to check out. Is it rain?
All right, guys. Everybody, go check.
It doesn't say.
Rain's doing a test behind us. Everyone, go check out Rain behind us.
I think that's who's next, but there's somebody next. But
right.
Oh, okay. She's gonna do a short live stream. So yeah, y'all go check her out, and y'all check the homestead. Keep track of it all weekend long. We're there as much as we possibly can be, and it's our Sabbath. So Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow, and y'all go check them out.
Ani Ove Ultra, bye YouTube friends.